It was Kristen.
Carl, are you taking pictures of like the spy rooms and
A
stuff?
little bit of video.
Okay,
Video,
cool.
yeah.
All right.
I want to
You
do
guys
that,
all
but
gather
I
around.
can't bring my phone around.
So I'm going to ask him questions because they hire from the Area 2 apprentices. All right. So tell me, if you were going to hire an apprentice, what are you looking for?
Actually, I don't know if you saw the tall guy in the brown overalls. That's Ben. Today's his second week, so we just got him off the list.
Okay.
Obviously, a driver's license is important. Good work ethic, show up on time, have some basic hand tools. We supply all the power tools, which power, I'm sure down there, everything is battery operated. We use an extension cord to charge batteries. It's
Right.
the only thing
Yeah.
we use an extension cord for. And you know, before we hire someone, we probably interview them 2 or 3 times just to see if, you know, they're as awestruck at this place as you guys are right now.
So, can you give me any right off the top no-nos? If you see this happening, you guys are like, he's not going to make it or she's not going to make it.
We had a guy who interviewed really well, and then at the very end, his last thing was, I don't have a driver's license, I'm working on it. Well,
So that's a big deal.
That's number one. You know, obviously we used to drug test, we don't, but because of the way the economy is in the state and the requirements, we probably will from now on. Like I said, being here 25 years, I've been to probably almost every interview with John. No-nos are just common sense stuff. You know?
How about this one? How about this one? Your apprentice gets in your car and you're in the van and this.
That's honestly, if it's the wife or the kid's school
Oh
calling.
no, I'm scrolling.
No,
TikTok.
no, you're here to work.
Exactly. I just want to get that point across.
Okay.
It's such a big deal.
Yes.
In in our company and this company, never use the phones on the clock.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just want to prove to you guys that every plumbing company feels that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So can you tell me what's the new guy's name again?
Ben.
Ben. Can you give us an example of like what Ben's day would look like as an apprentice?
As an apprentice, you're gonna be drilling holes, you're gonna be packing tools, you're gonna be sweeping up at the end of the day, you're gonna be restocking whatever we use off the van, and anything that you want to learn. You know, his first day, he was actually gluing pipe. We were doing drains and vents in a warehouse. So I mean, you're plumbing your first day. You know, I mean, that's the only way you learn. That's why when you're in the program, you get paid, and right now, I think it's $19.82 an hour to start or something, but then they have what's on-the-job training monthly work progress reports that you turn into the state, and if you pass that and pass your testing, like every 6 months, it's like 2.25 raise.
Wow.
So, you know, in 2 years, you can be making $30.
That's crazy.
You're not gonna do that anywhere else. Jesse, the short guy that's with me today, was at Fred Meyer, 11 years in Corvallis, was making $17 an hour. He came here and started at 19. First day.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. So is it all Area 2 makes that much, or just you guys make that much?
it's by the state. I mean, that's the minimum we can pay. You know, any shop can pay more, but that's the least. That's the least they can pay. I think it's like 19, and then John always rounds up, obviously. So he's not making 19.82. He's making $20 his first day of work.
Wow, that's awesome.
So he worked 5 days last week and made $800.
Well,
You're not gonna do that anywhere else.
so do you guys do like copper and PEX and
Everything is PEX these days.
you guys? So you rarely ever solder?
The only thing we would solder would be like shower valves or adapters for hose bibs. Everything else is PEX.
And you guys ProPress too?
Just the bigger stuff. The tools, probably somewhere between $4 and $6 grand. And so we rent it and charge that cost out to the customer because they know. But you know, we've got a whole strip of beach there that starts with the Hallmark and Shiloh and Elizabeth Street Inn, and the Whaler just remodeled, and they're building a new one there. So they have, you know, 2-inch pipe. They don't have residential 3/4.
Right.
So we don't stock that because it's so expensive, but they'll call us and say, hey, come look at it. We know you got to order what you need. We order what we need, and we go fix it. They're actually shutting down the Hallmark at 1 o'clock today, so Tyler and Ben can do a repair there.
Nice. That's the whole thing they're closing down?
They got no option. They gotta get through lunch, do the dishes, and then shut it down until we get it fixed.
Wow.
So what y'all fixing?
It's a broken older pipe, so, it's not gonna be easy. When they plumbed those places and engineered those places 25, 30 years ago, they didn't think about the future. They thought it was gonna last forever.
Of course.
And now, you know, you got a 2-inch pipe up above your head that you can hardly reach in a, you know, a soffit that's wide that you can't get the tool in. It takes a lot of thinking. So,
So you guys are under pressure.
oh yeah, all the time.
You guys do new construction too?
We've got, well, this one's going in a new house probably by the end of the week. I'd say, I don't know how familiar with Newport you are, but over by the high school on 2nd and Coos is a 4-plex that's brand new that we're plumbing. I think that's about the only one in Newport, but most of our work is in Walport and Yawhawks.
Okay.
Just because there aren't really any plumbers down there.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so we
We found that out too.
yeah, no, we quit going to Lincoln City basically because of the traffic, but there's more work in Walport and Yawhawks.
That makes sense.
And if you're driving around and looking, you're gonna see a lot of new houses. The big thing right now is bathroom and kitchen remodels.
Mm-hmm.
Just that, we're probably doing 2 or 3 a week of those.
Yeah. With
And we've only got
plans
5
like
guys.
this-
I
Oh,
mean,
you only have 5 guys?
yeah,
Oh, it seems so much bigger. I would have
Yeah.
expected more.
no, well, in 2008, before the economy crashed, we had 14.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But all the plumbers are out in the valley. No, for one thing, you can't find a place to live on the coast.
I know. I can't afford to live here.
Exactly. So nobody from the valley wants to come over here. So everybody we have here is local.
So how many apprentices do you have in this shop?
Just
the one?
one, yeah.
Do you plan on like hiring more? Or do you usually
If
just have one at a
somebody
time?
could find a place to live and willing to work, we'd hire them tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of problems with housing in this
Yeah,
county.
yeah. Can't really
So,
afford it.
No.
Hey, Scotty,
Yes.
do you have any questions that might help my students?
No,
None?
you're doing great now.
Oh, okay. Who else can I?
Yeah. Round robin,
All
dude.
right, who else?
Christian, so how is the apprentice, like, what makes a good apprentice? Like, what you're looking for?
Work ethic, good with math. You've got a tape measure in your hand 12 hours a day, dude. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to read the tape measure, run a sawzall, a drill. If you got a half a second, I'll show you, my van's right out here.
Yeah.
Did you say the kitchen part of their job?
Stay in, I'll bring it in.
It's a little bit different, but like.
No, it depends.